стоит дальше парень, негр, в черной толстовке. Он так оборачивается и начинает ржать, потому что, видимо, не видит.
If you gonna be racist, at least be funny, what? TikTok's most hated artist, Lukey.
Whenever we talk about TikTok, we're almost always reminded of flashy trends, duets, and
Wait, that's the one you give us? The TikTok with a girl throwing it back? You know, I'm not complaining, but damn, bro, we only 5 seconds into this video, man.
Seamless transition videos. But what many people don't realize is that not every creator on the platform is chasing trends or posting aesthetic edits. There's an entire side of TikTok built on animation.
That's true. Yo, sometimes I be feeling out of the loop because everybody knows what sort of trends are going out, but I'm like, yo, bro, y'all are on that side of TikTok? I'm still getting TikToks of just music, of just anime. Y'all, there's a trend where people are eating Kool-Aid pickles.
Creators like Nutshell Animations and Tootie McNudie rely purely on artistic skill, humor, and sharp storytelling to engage their audience. It's a space where creators don't show their faces, don't use their real voices, and yet still manage to build massive followings. This animation community thrives on creativity alone. No filters, no influencer persona, just content that resonates.
Okay.
But as you may have already guessed, that's not why we're here. Because over the past few weeks, one animator has managed to get on just about everyone's nerves. And in
25 million. What could she have possibly posted for people to be that attentive?
the process, turned herself into a walking meme. We're talking about none other than Lukey, a Russian creator with a massive following who has recently been exposed for using extremely racist language towards people of color.
My face full reveal. Honestly, unreveal it. You know, here I thought Dream had the worst face reveal. Lucky, I think you might have topped it, Lukey. Go ahead and go back to hiding.
If that wasn't bad enough, instead of taking accountability, she followed it up with an apology so painfully out of touch that people began recreating it across social media. In fact, it was so bad that many started comparing it directly to Colleen Ballinger's infamous ukulele moment. So how did things spiral this badly? To understand that, we need to go back and look at how this all started. If you don't know who Lukey is, she's an animator and digital artist on TikTok with nearly 784,000 followers.
That's a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, a lot of people gravitate towards her if she's having that much followers. At only 17 at that. Wait, how are you gonna be racist at 17?
And a fairly recognizable name within the platform's animation community. Ever since joining TikTok in 2023, she has consistently produced content that manages to pull in massive engagement. In fact, not long after creating her account, her videos were already hitting millions of views, something most creators take years to achieve, if they ever do at all. Now, some people might argue that her content, or even her art style, isn't particularly impressive. Her videos often feature her real body, paired with an animated face, which, depending on the viewer, can come across as awkward, overly performative, or just not very polished.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. I mean, I think it's creative and something new, but my thing is, who are the audience that watches these things? Right? I understand some people just like animation channels and whatnot. It's interesting, it's a vibe, it feels like cartoon for them. But gang, who is watching adult animations?
For some audiences, it feels a bit cringy, even immature, but clearly that hasn't stopped her growth. Here are a few of her most watched videos.
Damn, why you just pressing my piano? If you think that you can rap, try to keep up with the tempo. I be running all this shit like I'm running presidential. I can rush.
Yo, I swear to God, yo, if I had a daughter or son and they were up to some bullshit like this, I'm snatching their phone away from them. Not gonna lie, there's no way my future children are gonna be damn near 18 and mixing themselves with Roblox faces. No, we're gonna have to find more interesting or more better things to do with our time. I mean, she is popping on TikTok, so I guess that's good. Yo, ma'am, you is 17. What is you doing? Yo, chill! My boy, you did not have to put in that entire TikTok. We seen the first round. Unfortunately.
Let's take a look at this. You might watch those and feel a little confused, or even have a, wait, what? Reaction. And honestly, that's fair. But despite that initial reaction, a large portion of her audience has consistently flooded her content with positive comments and encouragement. That support translated directly into numbers, with some of her videos reaching as high as 25 to 26 million views.
Damn.
And that level of visibility matters, because when someone with that kind of reach messes up, it doesn't stay quiet. Right now, everyone in the art community is talking about Lukey. The first wave of controversy surrounding her began when some of her voice notes were leaked online. In these recordings, she could be heard speaking about British and Black people in a way.
Wait, she's Russian, right? From what I remember, what do you have against Black people? The population of Black people in Russia got to be about 2.
Way that was, to put it lightly, deeply offensive. We're going to play parts of those voice notes, but it's important to note that they were originally recorded in Russian and later translated through subtitles for a wider, primarily American audience.
Меня иностранная комьюнити раздражает.
Yo, those are insane emotes, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Insane emotes.
Своей нелогичностью и упортостью.
Блять, сколько же ёбаных аутистов, нахуй, в
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this right now. It sounds like this is like some World War II speech. You sound like you shouldn't even be in the 2000s era.
Мистери 2, еще и англичане. Блять, да чтобы они все передохли, как мухи.
Damn! Yo, how is someone as innocent as posting, you know, TikToks about animations and whatnot, going ahead and saying all of this? I feel like this is the complete opposite. This is a 180 from what you're portraying on the internet.
Это пиздец, чтобы они все сдохли.
So, you see, Lukey is blatantly racist. And in these voice notes, she didn't just target a single group. She expressed hostility toward nearly everyone who isn't Russian. That's problematic, to say the least. This is why many people began labeling her a xenophobe, a term used for individuals who display strong prejudice against foreigners, for, quite frankly, some very messed up reasons. Now, it's also important to mention that Lukey is likely under the age of 17. So yes, she is a kid essentially. And while her age might earn her a bit of benefit of the doubt.
Like, you ain't even grow to be racist. You were just born that way. Like, you would think that people would convince you over the years and then maybe you start developing it because of your life experiences. Bro, you're not even 18 yet. And you're already acting crazy.
It doesn't automatically absolve her of accountability, especially when she's consistently attracting millions of viewers on her platform. The next voice note we're about to play is even worse than the previous one. And this time, the target is, unfortunately, Black people.
И я говорю, а ты вот видишь лицо того парня в толстовке? Там стоит дальше парень, негр, в черной толстовке. И он так оборачивается и начинает ржать, потому что, видимо, не видит. И он начинает проходить, она так на меня смотрит, типа, черный юмор. И я начинаю ржать, потому что юмор реально черный. Вот, это такой угар, конечно.
Yo, if you gonna be racist, at least be funny, what? Oh, a black guy in a jacket, we can't see him. Buddy, shut your ass up and start these shitty animations. Obviously, I understand why you want to animate your face, because you know damn well nobody want to look at that shit. You know damn well you chop, so you gotta actually draw your features. Because if we were to see you, we would gag.
Particular voice note was shared on a public Telegram channel and immediately sparked criticism. But what made things even worse was what people uncovered next. As more users started digging into her past, they realized this wasn't new behavior. Lukey had previously created content and artwork that many also identified as racist. Not only that, there is an animation where she's standing with both arms stretched wide, holding what appears to be a swastika symbol. So on top of the incredibly racist rhetoric, people have also started speculating that she might be a Nazi. At one point, someone even shared an older drawing online, claiming Lukey made it years ago. And as you can see, the character in that image bears an unsettling resemblance to a certain German dictator we all know all too well. Now, to be fair, Lukey...
So, you want to be an animator, but the things you want to animate is crazy. That was an assignment from my history teacher, dude. What? What? Yeah, let's make a cutesy art of a World War II leader. That's gonna be y'all assignment. Everybody draw a crazy leader.
He later clarified that this drawing was created as part of a school assignment, but given the context, especially her use of Nazi symbolism, many people aren't buying that explanation and remain convinced there's more to it. Unfortunately, the controversy doesn't stop there. Recently, Lukey has also come under fire for back-to-back drama with another animator on TikTok. We're not going to dive too deep into the specifics of that feud because it's largely irrelevant to the bigger picture, but it is important to note how she handled it. At one point, people began accusing her of being transphobic. The situation started when she called out another animator for allegedly copying her content. In response, that creator escalated things, creating sexually suggestive animations involving Lukey. And yes, that is genuinely disturbing, and it should be acknowledged as such. But Lukey didn't exactly take the high road either. She responded by deliberately misgendering the creator, by saying that they are a woman, and that she does not give a F if she is a trans. And if that wasn't enough, she also went a step further, threatening to leak that person's passport information. While people are pissed about this whole scenario, we can't fully blame Lukey here, considering that the other person basically sexually harassed a minor.
Yeah, both of them are weird. Both of them are, yes, yeah, you don't do that. Like, regardless of what that person does, you don't do that. That's weird.
Whoever they are clearly more in the wrong. But that's just one thing people are pissed about. Pretty recently, Lukey posted an animated video in her tweening style that featured a young boy. And quite strangely, he appeared extremely young.
I'm not lost in the tidal wave because 7 minutes in heaven is all that I need when I get wet. 7 minutes in heaven, over the end and I'm not a virgin.
The issue with this.
So let me get this straight. You got a whole nother person to go like this. And when y'all in the crib together, yo, so here is what I invited you for. So I need you to go like in my crib so I can make us a TikTok of us being both animated and I could flirt with you. Like, how do you even sign up for some shit like this?
Video was that the boy turned out to be 14 years old, making him more than 2 years younger than Lukey herself, who is 17. This quickly sparked a debate in her comments, where some people pointed out how inappropriate it was for her to create a sexually suggestive video involving a 14-year-old, while others defended her, arguing that both of them are still underage. Some people also assumed that the boy might be her brother, which Lukey later clarified was not the case. On top of all this, one of the biggest things that has irked people about her is her collaboration with another creator named Birdie, with whom she appears to be friends. Now, if you don't know who Birdie is, they are considered one of the biggest nuisances in the animation art community, known for being a zoophile, starting conflicts with other creators, being involved in repeated controversies, and
like, here's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong, enjoy what you enjoy, join the communities that you want to join into, but I feel like people that, you know, are too obsessed with things like this, you see the My Little Pony sticker, you see whatever that's supposed to be, a lot of them end up being weird. Like, you end up being like a weirdo. It's hard for me to gravitate towards this type of community when a lot of them are pretty weird. Like, if you're a kid, okay, look, you're just growing up, it's all cutesy and whatever. If you're a full-fledged adult and this is what you're up to instead of going to like school or working a job, do better things, my boy.
Claiming that they have evil autism.
Hi, my name is Jack, or Lucifer. My pronouns are he, it. I'm 19. I'm aroaced and gay, ooh la la. My favorite colors are red, black, and yellow. I'm a demon kitty. I love rainbows and tacos and cats and randomness. I love scene and decora K and emo, but that's pretty obvious, isn't it? I have evil autism. I love
Lukey, collaborating with Birdie, definitely did not go unnoticed. However, some people online have suggested that the collaboration was fake and that Lukey
real quick, what the hell is evil autism? I got evil autism. What that means you use your autism to just haunt people? Huh?
Might not even know Birdie personally, or be aware of their long list of controversies. While that may be true, and there is a possibility that this particular allegation is baseless, there are far more serious issues, like her blatant racism, that she needs to be held accountable for. She is a notable creator with fans all across the world. Her YouTube following, for instance, comes from multiple regions. So she definitely owed her audience an apology.
I mean, she lives in Russia. There's no way her ass is ever gonna escape that mess anyway. Plus, on top of all of that, I don't think anyone would ever go to Lukey and be like, oh my god, you're the girl that animates cartoons with real humans? I love your work.
after those voice notes were posted to Telegram and went viral. But instead of an apology, what people got was deflection and victim playing. One of the first videos she posted in response to the rising criticism was this one.
Oh, look at her. She's so edgy. Look at the way she's transforming. What was she expecting us to say? Am I tripping or is this creepy?
Calling herself problematic is a classic way of avoiding accountability and playing the victim card. Instead of owning up to what she said, she leans into the label in a way that invites sympathy. In the description of the video, she also wrote, "Problematic. I've already come to terms with the fact that I'm problematic, but that won't stop me from filming. I've always been hated for something, even when there was no reason to be."
You are not Homelander, alright? You is not no anime villain. We is not rooting for you.
Well, this time, there is a very valid reason. The way this artist is trying to guilt-trip the audience is honestly mind-blowing. And this wasn't the only time she did it. Not long after this video, she posted this to her story, writing, "Why is everyone talking about public apologies? Will my apology change anything? I am not against apologizing, but I think it will only bring more hate, so I did not make a video about it. And besides, I don't think anyone will forgive me. To be honest, there is a possibility that people might not accept your apology. But if you are genuinely trying to do better, you apologize to take accountability for your actions."
Nah, I'm good off of that. I feel like if a creator is just blatantly just racist to that extent where you know it's like hatred, why would I as a black person root for you? Like you literally, like it sounds like you hate us.
You do it even if the other person isn't ready to forgive you. Apologizing is an essential part of growth and doing better moving forward. But right now, it doesn't seem like Lukey is ready to take that accountability. Because after facing criticism for refusing to apologize, she ended up posting a public apology so bizarre that it instantly went viral. Here is her now iconic apology video that has been circulating all over social media. If that wasn't strange enough, she turned off the comments on the video and even wrote in the description—
Wait, I'm sorry, what is the apology? It sounds like you're freezing and you're hot and wait, what? Wait, where was the apology?
That she made the apology as a meme so that more people would see it. An apology as a meme? Brilliant thinking. Except it didn't quite land the way she expected. Instead of sympathy, the audience found it absurd. People were so amused by this masterpiece that they started recreating it across platforms, turning it into a widespread joke rather than the redemption she was aiming for. There were tons of remakes on TikTok just to make fun of her nonsense idea.
Bro, I'm genuinely cringing. Like, I'm sorry to anyone that genuinely like likes this type of content, but it's just not me. I'm just cringing. Stop this! Stop this! Wait, so this is what she did? But I'm assuming it's with her actual face? Skip.
Heard apology everywhere,
Skip.
often with harsh captions. Within a matter of days, her bizarre apology turned her into a full-blown meme within the art community. Now, here's the thing at this point. She clearly realized that she had messed up badly. So, sometime later, she decided to come forward with a more proper apology. While we wouldn't say it was perfect,
Isn't that an artist? I forgot his name.
it was still far better than her previous attempt. In her most recent apology post, she wrote, "I would like to apologize to everyone again. I am sorry you misunderstood my previous apology video."
I hate when people apologize for other people's understanding of their apology. Oh, I'm sorry because you're sorry. That is so backhanded. That means you're not really apologizing.
I made it as a meme, just so more people could see my changes. But for some reason, most people took it as a joke. Well, didn't you just say that you made your apology as a meme? And now you're confused that people took it as a joke? How else were people supposed to react to an apology that was literally presented as a meme? She admits to making it a joke and then seems surprised that people laughed at it. She also further wrote, "Now I am making a full-fledged apology and analysis. I honestly did not know the situation was so serious, that so many people..."
I'm glad the narrator is reading this, because I think I speak for all of us when I say Lee is not reading all of that.
Would hate me.
Lee is not
I did
reading
not
that.
expect it and did not think it would go this far. Russian mentality is very different from that of other foreign countries. I did not know you were so strict even about the pronunciation of the N-word. I honestly did not know that, and I apologize for that. I did not expect so many people to wish me a fate that starts with the letter D and write other terrible, terrible things. For that, I truly apologize. I am not a RT. I am not a NT or any other terrible words. I have always treated everyone very well and loved everyone.
Wait, what is a RT? And an NT?
Very much, regardless of their skin color and nationality. I also apologize specifically to the Americans. I explained on a Telegram channel that Americans refer to the English-speaking community in Russia. I agree it's bad, and I won't do it again. And I don't want Americans to hate me for it, because I have very good feelings for Americans, just like everyone else. Anyway, I hope this message helps, because I've seen thousands upon thousands of videos about how bad my apologies were. I apologize again. Forgive me if you can. You don't have to. I know that for some, I acted too badly. Now, to be fair, this apology does sound much better than the previous one, but it still has its issues. For example, she suggests that using racist language is somehow more acceptable in Russia, and that people outside are just more sensitive, which isn't really accurate. Even in Russia, if you're a public figure using offensive language,
Yeah.
you will face criticism.
And it's like, regardless of what area you're in, people know who's racist and who's not. It's not like racism doesn't exist in one country.
So that explanation is pure bullshit. In the end, all we can say is that Lukey is very young. While the backlash may have been overwhelming, it's also important that she's being held accountable. Because learning early on that racism and harmful behavior won't be tolerated is necessary, especially when you have a large platform. And also, apologizing through a meme, probably not the best idea. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget.
Yeah, great analysis video, yo, Lukey. You gotta do better, my boy or girl. My girl, you gotta do better, all right? Stop being weird, change your ways, and stop going on them telegrams and being hateful. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Let me know if y'all know who this creator is. Let me know if you want more videos like this. Plug account is back, more uploads coming soon. Catch the streams, check out the gaming channel, all that good stuff. Waxer for life, love y'all.